So last week I left off on a little bit of a cliffhanger-ish kind of thing, talking about getting the cast put on. So this week I'm going to talk about playing with a cast. Yeah, there's one thing about playing with a cast that I didn't quite think about when I was getting the cast put on. So I figured, you know, it'll be fine, it'll be cool. I figured out how to put the tank on, everything's good. But this is going to be something I want you guys to try at home so you can understand where my real problem was. Wherever you're sitting right now, I want you to do this. I want you to pretend like you're holding your paintball gun. Now I want you to pretend you're holding your paintball gun nice and tight, trying to get into that little bunker position. Yeah, you notice anything? And with the cast, this was absolutely rigid. You don't realize how often you use a body part until it's pretty much taken away from you. That was this situation. First event was the Knoxville Indoor. I was playing with Team Palmerized, and it was kind of figured out, well, he'll play in the back because he's got the busted up arm, so we'll just let him play back. Okay, I really couldn't shoot for strings of paint all that effective. Yeah, well, first of all, I'm shooting the Stroker. Now, the Stroker's not a mouse click gun. You gotta pull on that beast. So, yeah, I really couldn't do that because my arm position was just so awkward. What I ended up doing, kind of, sort of, was I ended up putting my arm at an angle like this, putting my finger inside the trigger, and trying to pull the trigger like that. It was ugly, but it worked. And yeah, I actually got a couple pictures from the event over here. And the one thing I remember is I was really getting antsy. And I remember kind of sitting in the back row going, I see a move, but I'm way back here, I can't do it. So near the end of the session, I'm like, guys, can I try for a flag run? And they're looking at me, and they're going, with the busted, yeah, if you think you can do it, go for it. Well, I did get the pull. Didn't get very far with it, but I got the pull points. The event after that was Skyball in the Sky Dome. Still got a couple pictures of that as well. Now, the thing about the Skyball thing, we were doing this as PPAG, the pump team. And yeah, the pump got abandoned after the first game when I realized, okay, my cast has been molded for the semi. I'm trying to hold a pump that's just not... Give me the Stroker. It was, well, it wasn't very pretty, but there's a couple things out of the Skyball thing that makes it a little bit more memorable. One of them was actually the captain's meeting. You see, in 2002, they decided to spring a rule on us at the captain's meeting, and the rule was you're not allowed to wear anything orange. Yeah, from here to here, that's all orange. No. And I remember walking right up to the ultimate referee going, hi, how you doing? And he took one look at my cast, kind of gave it a once over and said, well, can you like put duct tape around it? No. And he just kind of went, okay, I'll tell you what, we'll see what we can do about that for you. We'll try to figure something out. They ended up dropping the rule altogether. I think I had more than a little bit to do with that. I also remember, before every one of these games, I would walk up to one of the referees and say, okay, dude, listen, if I get shot from here to here and I don't call myself out, it's because I honestly can't feel it. And they always kind of get a good laugh at that. And I said, no, I'm just telling you, I'm not trying to cheat. I just can't feel a damn thing here. You know, actually, come to think of it, at Skyball, it actually kind of saved me from getting a whole lot of welts because I was the last guy left. I'm in the back corner. I'm shooting this way. I kind of see the guy starting to shoot over here. And just out of reflex, I did this. Caught about 10 shots in a string. And just kind of put an end note on this, I will say one thing about waterproof casts, they're really fantastic. You can shower in them, which is, it's such a gift after 2 months of showering like this. But when you play paintball in a waterproof cast, it gets a little more interesting because, well, the paint kind of like sticks in there. There was actually still paint residue after the cast came off, like a week later. But I want you to try to envision this scene. I'm in the hotel room after that 10-shot day, and I've got the shower head going, I got my arm inside of that, and there is just pink stuff flowing out of my cast for like 5 minutes straight. You know, you ever wondering why the paint was pink and they had a no orange rule? I don't know, the referees weren't wearing orange, we weren't shooting orange paint. You got me. The end result is, if I had to do it again, I probably honestly wouldn't, because I wasn't anywhere near 100% at that time. I really wasn't into it. But at the same time, like I said, the money was spent. So yeah, I'm gonna go just because I don't want to waste the money. But then again, I did play once with a broken ankle, and I did play once with road rash on my knee that was actually soaking through blood, and I did play once with the disc completely blown into my spinal column. Yeah, I've never said I was that smart.